Welcome to Grimface, where we forge strength from struggle and turn chaos into power. To our returning warriors, thank you for standing with us. You are the backbone of this movement, proving every day that resilience and discipline lead to victory. For those joining us for the first time, this is your call to rise. This is your chance to break free from the chains of mediocrity and take control of your life. In today's video, we're diving deep into 12 powerful lessons that will arm you with the tools you need to dominate life and master yourself. We'll cover topics like self-discipline, emotional control, the art of preparation, building mental fortresses to guard against negativity, and embracing a philosophy of living that brings balance and purpose. These aren't just lessons. They're the foundation for unstoppable growth, unshakable confidence, and undeniable success. This is more than motivation. It's transformation. Whether you're here to find focus, ignite ambition, or take your life to the next level, these lessons will challenge you, inspire you, and push you to take action. So, if you're ready to join the Grimface movement, step into the shadows with us, and let's forge your path to power. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Self-discipline defined. In the shadows of ambition lies a truth most dare not face. Mastery of the self is the greatest war we will ever fight. Self-discipline is not about rebellion against your nature, nor is it about silencing the voice within. It is about taking the reins of your being, mind and body, and commanding them with unwavering authority. What is self-discipline, you ask? It is complete control. A silent power that holds chaos at bay, where thoughts, emotions, and impulses become soldiers in your army, not unruly captains vying for control. It is not about denying who you are, but about transforming your raw essence into a weapon sharp enough to cut through the mediocrity that traps so many. Understand this. Emotions are your most potent adversaries and allies. Love can blind you, but it can also drive you to extraordinary heights. Fear can paralyze you, but it can also sharpen your instincts and push you beyond the boundaries of reason. Self-discipline is not the absence of these emotions. It is their mastery. To master the mind is to recognize its duality. The conscious mind, with its fleeting desires, must bow to the subconscious, where the seeds of all greatness are sown. Yet the subconscious must be cultivated with intention. Without discipline, it becomes a garden of weeds, growing doubts, regrets, and failures. With discipline, it becomes a fortress of power, brimming with purpose and clarity. To master the body is to transcend its cravings. Hunger, fatigue, lust, and pain. These are whispers of weakness that seek to distract you from the path. But the disciplined soul sees them for what they are: illusions. The body is a tool, not a master. Train it, command it, and let it serve your will, not the other way around. You must ask yourself, who commands your life? The fleeting whims of emotion or the unyielding hand of discipline? If you allow love to sway you without guidance, it becomes obsession. If you let fear dominate unchecked, it becomes cowardice. Self-discipline is the art of channeling these primal forces, forging them into tools for creation and conquest. The greatest creators, the most powerful minds, all share this secret. They own themselves. They are not slaves to their appetites or victims of their doubts. They wield their emotions with precision, using love to inspire and fear to prepare. They are masters of their domains because they first mastered themselves. You have this power. It lies dormant, waiting for the moment you decide to awaken it. But make no mistake, the cost of self-discipline is high. It demands sacrifice, pain, and unrelenting effort. Yet the rewards are immeasurable. Freedom, power, and the ability to mold your reality to your will. So, I challenge you. Look in the mirror and ask, who controls me? If the answer is not me, then it is time to take up arms in the war against your lesser self. Master your mind, master your body, and with them, master your destiny. This is not a request. It is a command from the highest part of yourself, the part that knows you are capable of more. Will you listen? Will you obey? Or will you let the fleeting winds of emotion and weakness dictate your life? The choice is yours. But remember this: greatness is born from discipline, and the disciplined will always rise above. Take control, own your mind, rule your body, and with that, the world will bow. Lesson 2: control and direction. In the game of life, there are only two forces at play: control and submission. The disciplined are the masters of control, shaping their destiny with deliberate thought and action. The undisciplined are prisoners of submission, swayed by fleeting desires, external influences, and the chaos of circumstance. Which one are you? Discipline is not merely resistance to temptation. It is the relentless focus of your energy, mind, and spirit toward a singular purpose. It is the act of grabbing life by the throat and demanding it yield to your will. To achieve this, you must master two things: control over yourself and direction toward your goals. Control begins in the mind. Thoughts are the architects of your reality. Left unchecked, they run wild, creating structures of mediocrity, fear, and regret. But with discipline, your mind becomes a fortress, a place where only thoughts aligned with your purpose are allowed entry. You must learn to recognize and banish the intruders: doubt, laziness, distraction. Do you think your actions are your own? Most are puppets, their strings pulled by habit, impulse, and the invisible hand of circumstance. Discipline is the knife that severs those strings. It is the process of reclaiming agency, of deciding every action with precision and purpose. Direction is what separates discipline from mere control. Without a target, control is meaningless. Discipline is not about living like a machine. It is about aligning every habit, every thought, every step toward a goal that sets your soul on fire. Ask yourself, what do you want? Be ruthless in your honesty. The world will not hand it to you. You must take it. But taking it requires habits forged in the fires of discipline. Habits are the rails on which your train of thought and action will run. Build them wisely, and they will carry you to your destination with unrelenting momentum. Build them poorly, and they will derail you into mediocrity. Every habit you cultivate either strengthens or weakens your discipline. What you eat, how you speak, the way you spend your time. Each choice is a vote cast for the person you wish to become. Are your habits building the life you desire, or are they dragging you further from it? Beware of the whispers of convenience, the seduction of comfort. They will tell you that small indulgences do not matter, that skipping one step won't hurt. But discipline knows better. It understands that every action either feeds your strength or nurtures your weakness. And what of external influences? The world will try to break you, to mold you into what it deems acceptable. It will throw distractions in your path and drown your goals in a sea of noise. Discipline is your shield. It allows you to remain unmoved, unswayed, unwavering. Circumstances are the excuses of the weak. Discipline does not wait for the perfect moment. It creates it. It does not bend to the storm. It becomes the storm, raging with purpose and power until the obstacles before it are obliterated. You must ask yourself, what drives your actions? Is it your own vision or the chaos of external forces? If it is not your vision, you are living someone else's life. Discipline demands that you take the wheel and steer your existence toward your chosen destination. This is your call to arms. Begin by building habits that serve your goals. Audit your routines with ruthless precision. Destroy what weakens you. Nurture what strengthens you. And when the temptations and distractions come, and they will, you will stand firm, a warrior of purpose in a world of drift. Remember this truth. Those who lack direction are the pawns of life, while those with discipline and focus are its kings. Choose to be the master of your destiny, not its victim. Control your thoughts. Direct your actions. Build habits that propel you forward. The future is not given. It is taken by those disciplined enough to command it. So, take it. Be relentless. Be ruthless. Be disciplined. The world will not stop you, but only if you refuse to stop yourself. Lesson 3. Emotional management. There is a silent war within you, a battle between your emotions and your will. Left unchecked, anger blinds, fear cripples, and desire enslaves. These forces, though powerful, are not your enemies. They are tools, raw energy waiting to be harnessed. But make no mistake, if you do not master them, they will master you. Anger is a fire. It burns hot and fast, consuming reason and leaving only destruction in its wake. Most let anger control them, lashing out blindly at the world. But the disciplined understand that fire, when contained, is power. Anger can be transmuted into drive, into relentless determination to overcome the obstacles in your path. Redirect it. Let it fuel your ambition, not your destruction. Fear is a shadow. It creeps into your mind, whispering lies about your weakness, your inadequacy. It freezes the soul, keeping you from moving forward. But what is fear if not a signal? A reminder of what is at stake. Embrace it. Study it. Let it sharpen your focus and prepare you for the battle ahead. Fear can be your greatest teacher if you have the courage to face it. Desire is a chain. It promises pleasure, but it binds you to mediocrity. It distracts you from your purpose with fleeting comforts and empty rewards. Yet desire is also a beacon. It points to what you truly value. The key is not to extinguish desire, but to transform it. Replace the shallow cravings of the moment with a deep hunger for greatness. Let your desires pull you toward your highest potential, not drag you into the abyss. To master your emotions is not to suppress them. It is to own them. Recognize them for what they are. Raw energy, neither good nor bad, waiting to be shaped by your will. You must become the alchemist, transmuting this energy into something productive, something powerful. But how do you do this? Begin by observing. When anger rises, step back. When fear grips you, stand still. When desire tempts you, take a moment to breathe. Awareness is the first step to control. Only when you see your emotions clearly can you begin to direct them. Next, channel them. Do not let anger explode. Use it to fuel your efforts. Do not let fear paralyze you. Use it to prepare for what lies ahead. Do not let desire distract you. Use it to inspire relentless focus on your goals. Every emotion has its place, its purpose. The disciplined individual knows when and how to use them. Emotional management is not easy. It requires vigilance, effort, and a ruthless commitment to self-mastery. But the rewards are unparalleled. When you control your emotions, you become unstoppable. The storms within you no longer rage uncontrollably. They propel you forward, toward victory. Understand this. Emotions are not your enemy, but neither are they your master. They are tools, and you are the craftsman. Use them wisely, and they will build the life you desire. Use them poorly, and they will destroy everything you hold dear. Ask yourself, are your emotions controlling you, or are you controlling them? If anger, fear, or desire are steering your actions, it is time to take back the wheel. Become the commander of your inner world, and no external force will ever break you. Remember, the undisciplined fall victim to their emotions. The disciplined harness them, turning chaos into creation. Choose which one you will be. Own your anger. Face your fear. Redirect your desires. Master your emotions, and you will master your destiny. This is your moment. Rise above the storm within. Take control. Transmute your emotions into power, and let the world see what happens when you become the master of your fate. Lesson 4. Balance and moderation. There is a truth hidden in the shadows of ambition, a truth that few dare to acknowledge. Too much of anything will destroy you. The endless chase for wealth, success, or power can consume your body, shatter your mind, and leave your soul hollow. The fire that drives you, if left unchecked, will eventually burn you to ash. Balance is not weakness. It is strength. It is the calm in the chaos, the wisdom to know when to push and when to pull back. It is the art of walking the razor's edge between ambition and destruction. Without balance, success is a hollow victory, a throne built on the ruins of your health, your peace, and your relationships. Consider the excessive pursuit of wealth. How many have sacrificed everything? Their time, their family, their health, for numbers in a bank account. And when they finally reach the summit, they find it empty. Wealth without balance is a cage disguised as freedom, a poison that rots from within. Or take the pursuit of success. How many have burned themselves out, chasing the illusion of perfection, only to collapse before they can enjoy the fruits of their labor? Success without balance is a fleeting high, a climb that never ends because you forgot to build a foundation on the way up. Balance is the antidote. It is the philosophy of not too much, not too little. It is understanding that pushing too hard will break you, but not pushing at all will leave you stagnant. Balance is the discipline to pause and reflect, to ensure that the path you walk leads to fulfillment, not ruin. This does not mean abandoning ambition. It means tempering it with wisdom. Work hard, but know when to rest. Strive for greatness, but remember to live. Build your empire, but do not let it consume your humanity. Balance is not the enemy of success. It is the foundation on which lasting success is built. But balance requires self-awareness. You must recognize when the scales are tipping too far. Are you sacrificing your health for your goals? Are your relationships crumbling under the weight of your ambition? Are you chasing wealth at the expense of your peace of mind? These are the questions the disciplined must ask themselves. And moderation, this is your safeguard. It is the chain that holds the beast of excess at bay. Without moderation, the pursuit of pleasure becomes addiction. The pursuit of power becomes tyranny, and the pursuit of success becomes self-destruction. Moderation allows you to enjoy life's blessings without becoming a slave to them. Understand this: balance and moderation are not the absence of ambition. They are the mastery of it. They are the wisdom to channel your drive into a force that builds rather than destroys. They are the courage to say, enough, when the world screams for more. The undisciplined pursue blindly, never stopping to assess the cost. The disciplined step back, measure the weight of their choices, and ensure that their pursuit is aligned with their well-being. This is the difference between living a life of purpose and being consumed by your own fire. So I challenge you, look at your life. Where have you allowed excess to take root? What are you sacrificing in the name of ambition? Have you forgotten the value of peace, health, and connection in your pursuit of success? The answer lies in your hands. Reclaim the balance. Embrace moderation. Let your ambition burn brightly, but do not let it burn you alive. Build your life with precision, not recklessness. Find the harmony between striving and living, and you will unlock a power that few ever achieve. The power to succeed without losing yourself. Remember this: the world will push you to chase endlessly, to sacrifice everything for fleeting gains. But true strength lies in knowing when to stop, when to breathe, when to recalibrate. Balance is the secret weapon of the disciplined, and moderation is its sharpest blade. Rise above the noise. Master your ambition. Cultivate balance. And let the world see what happens when a relentless soul learns the art of restraint. Lesson 5. Guides for success. In the labyrinth of life, there are paths that lead to greatness and paths that lead to ruin. The difference between the two lies in the guides you choose to follow. Success is not a singular pursuit. It is the result of cultivating and harmonizing the principles that shape your mind, body, and spirit. These guides are your compass, each pointing to an essential piece of the puzzle. Ignore them, and you will wander aimlessly. Master them, and you will conquer all. Let us begin with health, the foundation of all achievement. What is wealth without the strength to enjoy it? What is ambition without the energy to pursue it? Your body is the vessel through which your dreams are realized. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Neglect your health, and you sabotage your future before it even begins. Discipline in this area is not optional. It is survival. Next is financial prosperity, the fuel that powers your journey. Money is not the goal. It is the tool. It buys you freedom, resources, and time. But let it control you, and it will become a prison. Wealth must be earned with integrity, managed with wisdom, and used with purpose. If you allow greed or recklessness to corrupt this guide, you will find yourself rich in possessions, but bankrupt in spirit. Peace of mind. This is where many fail. The storm within destroys more dreams than the world ever could. Anxiety, doubt, and regret are chains that bind the strongest of souls. To succeed, you must cultivate inner calm, the ability to stand firm when the winds of chaos blow. Without peace of mind, all the riches and accolades in the world will feel like dust in your hands. Then there is hope, the light that pierces the darkest nights. Without hope, you will falter at the first sign of adversity. It is the belief that better days lie ahead, that your efforts will bear fruit. But hope is not blind. It must be grounded in action, fed by your relentless pursuit of the life you desire. Faith is your anchor, not blind faith in chance, but faith in yourself, your abilities, and the principles that govern success. It is the unwavering belief that you can bend reality to your will. Faith is what keeps you moving when the world tells you to stop. Lose it, and you lose everything. And then there is love, the most misunderstood of all guides. Love is not weakness. It is strength. It is the force that connects, heals, and elevates. But love must be tempered with discipline, for unchecked emotion can lead to ruin. Love wisely, and it will become a fortress. Love recklessly, and it will become a trap. Wisdom, the guide that binds all others together. Without wisdom, health becomes vanity, prosperity becomes greed, peace becomes apathy, and love becomes obsession. Wisdom is the ability to see the bigger picture, to understand the consequences of your actions, and to navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. It is earned through reflection, experience, and a relentless pursuit of truth. Each of these guides supports a specific area of your life, and together they form the foundation of true success. But here is the dark truth. Most people allow these principles to remain fragmented, disconnected. They excel in one area and neglect the others, building a house on uneven ground. This is your challenge. Harmonize these guides. Let them work together, each strengthening the other. when health supports prosperity, when peace of mind fuels hope, when faith strengthens love, and when wisdom binds them all, you become unstoppable. Ask yourself, which guides have you neglected? Where have you allowed imbalance to creep in? Have you chased money at the expense of peace? Have you clung to love while ignoring wisdom? Success is not achieved by chance. It is earned through the disciplined cultivation of these principles. Do not settle for fragments of success. Demand the whole. Master your guides. Build a life that is strong in every aspect, a fortress that cannot be shaken. This is your path, your destiny. Walk it with discipline, with focus, and with the unyielding determination to harmonize your life into something extraordinary. The world will not hand you success. You must seize it, guided by these principles: health, prosperity, peace, hope, faith, love, and wisdom. These are your weapons, your shields, your foundation. Cultivate them, harmonize them, and with them, conquer everything that stands in your way. Lesson 6. Avoiding negativity. In the shadows of every ambition, negativity waits, silent, insidious, and relentless. It seeps into your mind through whispers of doubt, through toxic people, and through the weight of unfortunate circumstances. If left unchecked, it will corrupt your thoughts, weaken your resolve, and steal your destiny. Negativity is a poison. But here's the truth they won't tell you. The poison cannot harm you unless you drink it willingly. It cannot break you unless you open the door and invite it in. Your task, then, is simple. Build barriers so strong that no negativity can penetrate them. This begins with the mind. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. Negative influences, whether they come from others or your own fears, are like cracks in that foundation. Allow them to grow, and your entire life will collapse under their weight. To avoid this, you must cultivate a mental fortress, one that stands impervious to the storms outside. How do you do this? Start by recognizing the sources of negativity in your life. Toxic people, toxic environments, toxic habits. Identify them all. Some will be obvious. The friend who constantly criticizes, the job that drains your soul, the endless scroll of doom on social media. Others will be more subtle, creeping in under the guise of concern or comfort. But make no mistake, they are all threats. The solution is not to fight negativity. It is to rise above it. Fighting gives it power, a place in your mind. Rising above it means detachment, the art of becoming untouchable. You do not react to negativity. You observe it, acknowledge it, and then let it pass, like a shadow that can never cling to your light. Toxic people are the most dangerous carriers of negativity. They thrive on your reaction, feeding off your energy as they pull you into their vortex of misery. Cut them off. If you cannot physically remove them from your life, set boundaries so strong they cannot cross. They will call you cold, unfeeling, even cruel. Let them. Your peace of mind is not their playground. Circumstances are another carrier of negativity. Life will throw chaos your way. Failed plans, unexpected losses, crushing disappointments. But here's the secret. Circumstances have no power over you unless you allow them to. They are neutral, neither good nor bad. It is your reaction that gives them meaning. Discipline yourself to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and pain as fuel for growth. Immunizing yourself against negativity is not an overnight process. It requires self-discipline and relentless mental conditioning. Start with your thoughts. Every time a negative thought arises, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me, or is it sabotaging me? Replace it with a thought that aligns with your goals, your values, your purpose. Surround yourself with positivity, not in the shallow, toxic form of false cheer, but in the deep, powerful form of people, environments, and habits that lift you higher. Seek those who challenge you to grow, not those who drain your spirit. Immerse yourself in ideas and actions that align with your vision, and let them drown out the noise of negativity. Above all, remember this: your mind is your sanctuary. Guard it fiercely. Do not allow negativity to take root, for once it does, it will spread like a cancer, consuming everything in its path. Build mental barriers so strong that nothing can penetrate them. Ask yourself, what negativity are you tolerating in your life? What toxic influences have you allowed to linger? What excuses have you made for keeping them around? Be ruthless in your self-assessment. Cut away the poison and watch as your strength grows in its absence. Negativity is the weapon of the weak. They use it to drag others down to their level. But you are not weak. You are disciplined, relentless, and untouchable. Build your barriers, immunize your mind, and rise above. Let the negativity of others crash against your walls like waves against a mountain. You will not break. This is your call to arms. Fortify your mind. Strengthen your spirit. Purge the negativity from your life and step into the light of your own power. The world will not stop trying to bring you down, but with discipline and resolve, you will stand tall, unshaken, and unstoppable. It's in your way. Lesson 7. Gratitude and forgiveness. Gratitude and forgiveness. Two words that sound soft to the ears of the ambitious. They seem weak, concessions for the fragile, distractions from the pursuit of power and greatness. But this perception is a lie, a trap laid by ego and bitterness. In truth, gratitude and forgiveness are weapons, sharper than any blade, tools to carve freedom out of the stone of pain and adversity. Gratitude begins in darkness. It is not about smiling at the sunshine, but finding meaning in the storm. Life will break you. It will throw you into the fire, test your will, and strip you of all pretense. But in that crucible lies the opportunity for transformation. Every wound is a lesson, every failure a teacher, every betrayal a mirror. The undisciplined curse their hardships, blaming life, others, or fate. But the disciplined see through the veil. They understand that pain is the price of growth, that the fire of adversity forges strength and wisdom. To be grateful for the pleasant is easy, but to be grateful for the struggle, that is where true power lies. Gratitude is not submission. It is the acknowledgement of life's duality, the acceptance that every setback holds the seed of its opposite. When you thank life for the pain, you strip it of its power over you. You turn every defeat into a stepping stone, every loss into a lesson. Gratitude turns victims into victors. And then, there is forgiveness. The word alone may make your fists clench, your mind recoil. Forgive them? The ones who wronged you, betrayed you, shattered your trust? Yes. Not for them, but for you. Resentment is a chain, binding you to the past, weighing you down with the burden of what cannot be changed. While you cling to it, the ones who hurt you move on, oblivious, unaffected. Forgiveness is not about excusing their actions. It is about cutting the chain and reclaiming your energy. Understand this. Harboring resentment lowers your energy, scatters your focus, and poisons your soul. It turns your thoughts inward, locking you in a prison of bitterness. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is liberation. It is the act of saying, "You will no longer control me. I will no longer give you space in my mind." Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean trusting again. It means releasing the grip of anger and freeing yourself to move forward, unshackled. It is an act of strength, not weakness. So how do you cultivate gratitude and forgiveness in a world that seems to thrive on tearing you down? Start small. Each day, find one thing to be grateful for, even if it's as simple as surviving the chaos. When anger and resentment rise, pause. Ask yourself, who truly suffers from my bitterness? What am I gaining by holding on to this pain? The answers will always point to the same truth. Resentment destroys the one who carries it, and gratitude heals the one who practices it. Together, they form a shield and sword. A shield to protect your peace, and a sword to cut through the chains of the past. Ask yourself, what pain are you still carrying? Who holds power over your thoughts, your emotions, your energy? Are they worth your freedom? No, they are not. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you do. And what of gratitude? Have you thanked the struggles that shaped you, the failures that redirected you, the betrayals that revealed the truth? If not, you are missing the hidden gifts that life has laid at your feet. Gratitude and forgiveness are not soft virtues. They are the marks of a warrior who knows that power is not in clinging, but in releasing, not in bitterness, but in transformation. Practice them, and you will become untouchable, a force that cannot be swayed by pain or circumstance. This is your lesson. Let go of the chains. Thank the fire that forged you. Forgive the ones who tried to break you. And rise, stronger, freer, and more focused than ever. The world cannot hold you back if you choose to set yourself free. Lesson 8. Control of relationships. In the game of life, relationships are both your greatest strength and your greatest vulnerability. The people you allow into your mind, your energy, your time, they hold power over you. But here lies the truth. You decide how much power they wield. You must learn to master relationships, or they will master you. Control of relationships begins with boundaries. Most people go through life like open books, letting anyone flip through their pages, write in their margins, and tear out what they please. This is a fatal mistake. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone is worthy of your energy. Build mental walls, strong and unyielding, and guard the gates with discipline. These walls are not barriers to connection. They are shields against manipulation, distraction, and negativity. They allow you to choose who enters and who stays out. Without them, you become a pawn in the games of others. Your focus scattered, your energy drained. You must become a strategist. Every relationship has a cost and a benefit. Analyze them with ruthless precision. Who lifts you higher? Who drags you down? Who inspires growth? And who sows doubt? The answers will be clear if you dare to face them. Once you identify the sources of negativity, you have two choices: remove them or minimize their influence. Toxic people thrive on overexposure. They need access to your thoughts, your emotions, your vulnerabilities. Deny them that access. Share only what is necessary. Keep your true self behind the walls, safe and untouchable. And what of those who deserve a place in your life? Even they require boundaries. No one, not even those closest to you, should hold the keys to your mind. Your focus is sacred. Your energy is finite. Protect them as fiercely as you would your life, for they are the currency of success. Beware of overexposure. The more you share, the more ammunition you give to the world. Not everyone who smiles at you is your ally. Some will twist your words, exploit your weaknesses, and use your openness as a weapon against you. Keep your cards close. Speak less. Observe more. Let your actions, not your words, reveal your intentions. This does not mean isolation. It means control. Relationships can be a source of immense strength, but only if they're cultivated wisely. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to rise, who inspire your growth, who stand as allies in your pursuit of greatness. And even then, maintain your boundaries. Ask yourself, who holds power over your thoughts? Who influences your emotions? If the answer is anyone but yourself, it is time to take it back. Relationships should enhance your life, not control it. Create your mental walls. Build them high and strong. Let only the deserving pass through. And when negativity tries to breach them, stand firm. Your focus, your energy, your purpose, these are yours alone to command. The undisciplined allow others to shape their lives, to dictate their thoughts, to drain their energy. The disciplined take control. They choose their relationships with precision, share only what is necessary, and protect their inner world at all costs. This is your challenge. Reclaim your power. Master your relationships. Guard your energy. Build your walls. And let the world see what happens when you become untouchable, unbreakable, unstoppable. Lesson 9. Preparation and strategy. In life, battles are inevitable. Challenges will rise, opposition will test your resolve, and the world will conspire to pull you from your path. But the outcome of these battles is not determined by strength alone. It is determined by preparation, strategy, and the wisdom to fight on your own terms. Victory does not belong to the reckless. It belongs to the calculated, the disciplined, the ones who study the battlefield before they step onto it. If you fight blindly, you become a pawn in someone else's game. But if you prepare with precision and choose your battlefield, you control the outcome before the first move is made. Preparation is your first weapon. The undisciplined stumble into challenges unarmed, hoping luck will carry them through. The disciplined leave nothing to chance. They study the terrain, anticipate the opposition's moves, and build their arsenal before the battle begins. Ask yourself, what do I face? What do I need? What weaknesses can I exploit? This is not paranoia, it is power. But preparation is not enough. Strategy is the edge that turns preparation into dominance. You must choose your battlefield wisely, never letting your enemies dictate the terms. The world will try to pull you into its chaos, to distract you, to weaken you by forcing you to fight where you are least prepared. Do not fall for this trap. Choose the time. Choose the place. Make the enemy come to you. And when you choose, do so ruthlessly. Use every advantage at your disposal. Know your strengths and weaknesses, and leverage them to tip the scales in your favor. This is not about fairness. It is about survival. The opposition will not play fair, so why should you? Your weapons must also be chosen with care. In every battle, there are tools that work and tools that fail. Know the difference. Whether it's knowledge, resources, allies, or sheer willpower, arm yourself with what gives you the greatest chance of success. Do not waste energy wielding weapons that serve no purpose. And remember this, silence is a weapon. Do not reveal your plans, your intentions, your fears. The less your enemies know, the harder it is for them to counter you. Let them underestimate you. Let them think they have the upper hand. Then, strike with precision, leaving no room for retaliation. But what of failure? It will come, even for the most prepared. But failure is not defeat. It is data. Analyze it. Learn from it. Adjust your strategy and return stronger. The disciplined do not fear failure. They use it as a stepping stone to success. Ask yourself, are you prepared for the battles ahead? Have you chosen your battlefield? Or are you fighting on someone else's terms? Are your weapons sharp? Or are you wielding tools that weaken you? The answers will reveal whether you are destined for victory or doomed to struggle. This is your challenge. Take control of every battle. Prepare with precision. Strategize with ruthlessness. Fight only on your terms, and never let the opposition dictate the game. The undisciplined react to life's challenges, scrambling to survive. The disciplined anticipate, prepare, and dominate. They win not because they are stronger, but because they are smarter, more focused, and relentless in their pursuit of victory. So rise, build your arsenal, choose your battlefield, master your strategy, and let the world see what happens when you fight with preparation and purpose. Victory is not given. It is taken by those who refuse to be outmaneuvered, outlasted, or outwitted. Be that warrior. Take what is yours. Lesson 10. Responsibility for self. The first truth of power is this: no one is coming to save you. No one will fight your battles, chase your dreams, or bear the weight of your failures. Your life, your choices, your destiny, they are yours alone. This is the burden and the gift of responsibility for self. Responsibility is not a choice. It is a duty. Your first and greatest obligation is to yourself, not to your family, not to your friends, not to the world, but to the one staring back at you in the mirror. If you cannot master your own mind, discipline your own actions, and align your own thoughts with your goals, how can you hope to achieve anything? Start with your mind. It is your greatest asset and your greatest liability. Left unchecked, it will wander into doubt, fear, and distraction, sabotaging your every move. But disciplined, it becomes a weapon, a sharp, unyielding tool for carving your path to success. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Guard them with vigilance. Train them with precision. Let nothing enter your mind that does not serve your purpose. Next, maintain balance. This is not the balance of complacency, of mediocrity, disguised as moderation. This is the balance of a warrior, steady and focused, unshaken by chaos. Success without balance is a house of cards, ready to collapse under the weight of neglect. Balance your ambition with rest, your work with health, your drive with reflection. A well-balanced life is an unbreakable fortress. And what of your goals? They are yours alone. Do not seek validation for your desires. Do not explain them, justify them, or water them down to make others comfortable. What you want is your business, and your business only. Own it. Embrace it. Pursue it with ruthless determination. The world does not need to understand your vision. It only needs to see the results. But here lies the dark truth. With freedom comes responsibility. If you fail, there is no one to blame. Not your parents, not your boss, not the system. You. Every decision, every action, every moment of hesitation or effort, it all belongs to you. This is the price of control, but it is also the source of power. When you take full responsibility for your life, you remove every excuse. There is no room for victimhood, no time for blame. You become the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. This is not an easy path. It is the hardest there is, but it is the only path that leads to true freedom. So ask yourself, are you living as the master of your life or the slave of circumstance? Are your thoughts disciplined, or are they dragging you into mediocrity? Are you taking responsibility for your outcomes, or are you hiding behind excuses? The answers will reveal who you truly are, but they also reveal who you can become. The power to change, to grow, to rise is already within you. It begins the moment you stop blaming, stop explaining, and start owning every aspect of your existence. This is your duty, to yourself and no one else. Discipline your mind. Maintain your balance. Align your thoughts with your goals. And above all, Take responsibility for everything. Your victories, your failures, your life. The undisciplined will waste their days waiting for salvation, blaming the world for their misery. But the disciplined will rise, take the reins, and mold their lives with their own hands. Be that person. Take up the mantle of responsibility. Carry the weight of your choices, and let it make you stronger. Your life is yours. Own it. Shape it. Master it. And let the world see what happens when you take complete responsibility for yourself. Lesson 11. Practical application. Self-discipline is not born in a single moment of resolve. It is not a sudden epiphany or a fleeting surge of willpower. It is a craft, a methodical, relentless process of refinement and transformation. If you want to master yourself, you must commit to the grind, step by step, flaw by flaw, until the person you are becomes the weapon you need. This is the truth most cannot face. You are not yet the person you need to be to achieve the life you desire. You are weighed down by habits that weaken you, traits that betray you, and impulses that control you. But you are not doomed. You are malleable. You are unfinished. And with discipline, you can forge yourself into something unstoppable. The first step is brutal honesty. Look in the mirror and strip away the excuses, the justifications, the lies you tell yourself to feel better. Identify the areas where you are weak, the habits that are dragging you down, the traits that hold you back. This is not an exercise in self-pity. It is an act of power. You cannot change what you refuse to see. Once you've identified the cracks, begin the work of transformation. Take each undesirable habit, each weakness, and consciously replace it with its opposite. Laziness becomes discipline. Fear becomes courage. Doubt becomes confidence. This is not an overnight process. It is slow, deliberate, and unrelenting. Start small. Self-discipline is not built in grand gestures. It is built in the small daily battles. Choose one habit to change, one weakness to confront, and focus your energy there. Win that battle, and then move to the next. Each victory, no matter how small, builds momentum. Each step forward strengthens your foundation. But understand this: the process will hurt. Growth always does. Breaking old habits feels like tearing away a part of yourself. Facing your flaws feels like staring into the abyss. But pain is the price of progress. Embrace it. Use it. Let it fuel your determination. Resistance will come. The voice of your old self will whisper in your ear, telling you to quit, to settle, to stay the same. Silence it. Replace it with the voice of discipline, the voice that reminds you why you started, what you are building, and who you are becoming. This is not just about eliminating the negative. It is about cultivating the positive. Build habits that align with your goals, traits that empower you, and routines that strengthen your resolve. Make self-discipline a part of your identity, not just an occasional effort. Ask yourself daily, what can I do today to get closer to who I need to be? What habit can I break? What action can I take? What weakness can I confront? This is how you turn self-discipline into a way of life. But remember, the journey never ends. Mastery is not a destination. It is a process. The moment you stop working on yourself, the moment you stop refining, you begin to decline. Self-discipline is a lifelong commitment, a fire that must be tended every single day. So I ask you, are you willing to face yourself? Are you willing to confront your flaws, to break your weaknesses, to rebuild yourself piece by piece? Or will you continue to drift, a prisoner of your own habits and limitations? The choice is yours. No one will do the work for you. No one will hand you the life you desire. It is on you. Every step, every battle, every transformation. This is your path. Ruthless self-awareness, relentless effort, and unyielding discipline. Start now. Start small. But start. Transform your flaws into strengths, your weaknesses into weapons, and let the world see what happens when you take control of yourself, step by step, until nothing can stop you. You are the sculptor. Your life is the stone, and discipline is the chisel. Use it. Mold yourself. Master yourself, and become the person you were always meant to be. Lesson 12. Philosophy of living. What is life if not a question? What are you living for? What drives your every breath, your every action, your every moment? Most wander aimlessly, their lives dictated by fleeting desires, hollow routines, and the expectations of others. But those who rise above, those who dare to live with purpose, they are the ones who shape the world. To live is not enough. To simply exist, to drift through days without direction, is to waste the greatest gift you have. Life demands more. It demands a philosophy, a code, a guiding light that gives meaning to your struggle and power to your existence. Without it, you are nothing more than a shadow, moving without substance. Your philosophy of living must begin with balance. This does not mean avoiding ambition or settling for less. It means walking the razor's edge between chaos and order. Too much ambition, and you destroy yourself. Too little, and you fade into mediocrity. Balance is not the absence of effort. It is the mastery of effort. It is knowing when to push and when to rest, when to fight and when to retreat. But balance alone is not enough. Joy must be part of your philosophy. And not the shallow joy of fleeting pleasures, but the deep, unshakable joy that comes from alignment with your purpose. Joy is the reward for living authentically, for pursuing what sets your soul on fire, for creating a life that reflects your highest values. And then, there is peace of mind. This is the foundation of your philosophy. Without peace, even the greatest success feels hollow. Peace of mind is not given. It is earned. It is the result of self-discipline, of alignment, of knowing that you are living in accordance with your purpose. It is the quiet confidence of a life well lived. But your philosophy must extend beyond yourself. To truly live is to inspire, to uplift, to leave the world better than you found it. This does not mean pandering to others or living for their approval. It means standing as a beacon, a reminder of what is possible when one lives with discipline, purpose, and authenticity. Your life is your message. Every action, every word, every choice, it all sends a signal to the world. What do you want that signal to be? Do you want to be remembered as someone who existed, or as someone who lived? Do you want to be a shadow, or a force that lights the way for others? This is not about perfection. It is not about living without flaws or mistakes. It is about striving every day to live with intention. To live in such a way that you look in the mirror and know you gave your all, that you honored your values, that you walked your path without compromise. Ask yourself, what is your philosophy? What guides your actions, your choices, your life? If you cannot answer, then you are adrift. And if you are adrift, you are wasting the time, the energy, the opportunity that life has given you. This is your challenge. Create your philosophy. Define your purpose. Live with balance, with joy, with peace of mind, and let your life become a testament to what is possible when one dares to live fully. Do not live small. Do not live quietly. Live boldly, with discipline, with passion, with purpose. Be the storm that shakes the foundations of mediocrity. Be the light that inspires others to rise. Your life is your canvas. Paint it with intention, Your life is your legacy. Build it with care. Your life is your power. Wield it with purpose. This is your moment. Embrace it. Live it. And let the world see what happens when a soul on fire chooses to live not just for themselves, but as an example of what it means to truly live. Thank you for joining us today on Grimface, where we turn struggle into strength and vision into victory. These 12 lessons are not just words. They're a call to action, a blueprint for those willing to rise above and claim control over their lives. To our returning warriors, your loyalty fuels this movement, and we're honored to have you as part of this relentless pursuit of greatness. To our new viewers, welcome to the Grimface family. This is just the beginning of your transformation, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. If today's video resonated with you, don't just leave it here. Share it, live it, and let it push you to take the next step. Hit that subscribe button, join the Grimface movement, and let's continue building a community of unstoppable individuals. Remember, the only limits are the ones you refuse to break. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay focused, and keep forging your path. We'll see you in the next video.